What's up? This is Mark Anthony. Welcome back to the garden. In this video, it's going to be a quick one. I'm going to show us how to make our worm farm from these new worms I bought from my local organic farming store. Let's check it out. So first steps first, I have a nice sized plastic bucket with holes on the bottom. I put some wood chippings that I got from our local park. They just drop it off when tree trimmers finish jobs and put it through the wood trimmer. Then I shredded up some newspaper so the worm homies can have a nice bed to lay upon. Next up, I have some coffee grounds, which were donated from one of our local coffee shops, so thank you for that. I'm just going to put it down all up in there. And then add some more organic material. Right now I have some nice watermelon chunks. And I chopped it up beforehand so it just makes it easier for the worms to get to. And actually, Caitlin, my local farm and garden guru, she said to put it all in the corner. So that's what I'm going to do, just kind of tilt everything to one side. Be a quick video. We can feel a storm coming in, which is great. We need the water. Speaking of water, I'm just going to add some just to make it moist, and that's why I have a container with holes in the bottom so as to prevent any pooling of water, which would then create some mold, which is not ideal for the worms. And you can see the water's seeping through, which is great. That's why we got, once again, a bucket with some holes. And here we go. I got this nice tub of worms from Caitlin at SoCo Organics here in Pueblo, which is really cool because it has a nice how-to video that shows you step by step, but it's pretty straightforward. So bottoms up. See all the worms in there. Happy to be back into their new home. Got some more in here. Yeah, what's up, homies? Thank you for doing your job. So worms are great for the soil because they aerate the soil. So when they dig, they burrow, and it creates little tunnels for oxygen to get to the roots of our plants. And also when they eat and consume all the food, their excrement is called worm castings. It's super nutrient dense for plant matter. So right now I could just put these straight into my garden, but right now I am more interested in multiplying the worms and creating a worm farm to create worm castings, which is like supercharged nutrients for our soil. Right now I already have some pretty solid soil, but I'm thinking about just making this amendment to supercharge the soil here in, let's say, a month or so. When the soil in the garden needs an extra kickstart, the worm castings is just going to be that extra boost that the garden needs to finish flourishing for the end of the season harvest. And then also thinking about next year, we're going to have some nice organic matter to grow our new seedlings in and our seed starts for next season. So I appreciate gardening because we're always looking into the future, thinking not just about this year, but next year, future generations. And also, apparently in the news, things like compost and nutrients for our plant soil and even the soil itself is hard to come by. So not to worry, you know, we can take control of our own resources and just find some newspaper trimmings and your favorite fruit and vegetable scraps and go to your local farm and garden store. Ask them for some worms. They'll hook you up. Go see Caitlin. You can order them online and start your own worm farm. It's fun. Teach the kids how to do it. It's a great family activity, and there's no substitute for growing your own food. It's nutritious, delicious, and it just tastes great when you can grow it yourself. So this is Mark Anthony. Thank you for hanging out with me in the garden for this quick video, learning how to make our worm farm, to make worm castings to supercharge our farm and garden soil. Catch you next time.